Hey guys, hello and welcome. In this video we're going to do something totally different. We're going to look at my influences of why I started making YouTube videos. So I started making YouTube videos, I don't know, about 10 years ago, stopped for an awful long time, then started again. I originally started with the intention of, okay, this is how I solve this problem, this is how I'm going to fix it, and did the step-by-steps just for myself if I ever want to look back. Then decided maybe I should look into it a bit more. I was on a lot of Facebook pages and people would ask the same questions over and over and over again of how do you fix a spoiler, how do you, I don't know, stop the water leak or the sunroof isn't working. I decided to make just a short video just showing you how to do the simple little fixes. And yeah, it's kind of like an addiction. You start doing it over time and yeah, here I am still making videos. But if you're fixing something yourself, go for it. So that's what I do. And this video I have the list on my phone and we're going to look at who are my influences. So of course the first one has to be, because it's one of my favorites, is Obsession Motorsports. It's the two guys, they're building a Mini, they're making an all-wheel drive supercharged Mini, they're doing crazy stuff, or I don't know if it's supercharged or not, but that's absolutely amazing. Like, the amount of detail, the amount of work they do in everything, it's just amazing. Like, you can't just build a simple bracket, like, or even just get a hammer out and bend a piece of steel. They do everything, but like, they are literally showing what is the extreme that you can do, and I love it. It's amazing. I'm not into minis. Never owned one, probably never will. I think it's a Celica is the engine that they're rubbing it out of. Also, not really interested in Japanese stuff, but amazing. Just love their videos, and the bit of comedy they put into it, yeah, it's all good. Like, I love it. Next one. These are in absolute no order. These are just randomly, I chose them. So next guy is Nathan's Garage. He's an English guy living in America. Very interesting chap to listen to. And what he did was he got a Volkswagen Beetle, cut the floor pan out of it, got a BMW Z1 or Z3 or some BMW anyway, and did the opposite to it, cut the top off it, and mated them put them together, and just going through how he does different parts. Maybe not everyone's cup of tea, but very, very interesting. Now you end up with a maybe more reliable Volkswagen and something that's a bit faster and a bit more fun. Really interesting just to seeing how he's doing it. I really like channels that do different types of builds, like of different cars and stuff like that. So that's really good. So the next one on the list, I'm just going to kind of go through them very quickly, otherwise we'll be here all night. So next on the list is Wheeler Builders. So not Wheeler Dealers, Wheeler Builders. These are 2 or 3 Russian guys. They're really interesting. Again, they're building a car from scratch. So they built a Mustang Eleanor, a Lamborghini something, and a Batmobile Tumbler. Like, these are really cool. These are the cars I'd love to have someday. And obviously, they're kind of in the same position I am in. They couldn't afford it. So what they did was they made them out of their replica cars or kit cars, but on the extreme of kit cars. So what they did was they got big lumps of foam. They got the drawings for each of these cars and were able to cut them in foam using a computer and a 3D cutter. Then made fiberglass negatives of the book. Then what they did was they pulled positive fiberglass molds off the negatives, and yeah, they basically just put them down on top of the new car that they're building. I think they're building it on a BMW chassis, one of the cars, and really interesting. I love that video. Like, it's all dubbed over, so it's a bit weird kind of listening to it, but just what they're doing, absolutely amazing. And then the Tumbler, that's on a completely different level as far as I can see. They're like literally designing something from scratch to build a tumbler. Like, who has a tumbler? Like, these guys are amazing. And of course, who has a tumbler? So you can't just like rock up to somewhere and say, hey, can I just take a few measurements off your car? So these guys are building it totally from scratch. Amazing. They're currently still building, I think, all 3, or building 2 of the 3 cars. I think they have a few other cars on their channel as well that they're currently doing. So next one is WJP 004. And this guy is an Australian guy, and he makes fiberglass or fiberglass molds. Yeah, you can see that there's kind of a theme here, like they're building and or else they're fiberglassing. And I learned fiberglass by watching this guy. Absolutely amazing the way he goes into it, how he pulls negative molds off a car and makes basically metal panels into fiberglass panels. And it's nothing special. I don't know how many even subscribers he has, and just totally knows what he's doing and just explains it all. Really interesting. Love him. If anyone's ever thinking of making a fiberglass bonnet or fiberglass wings or doors, whatever, watch his videos. You'll learn everything. So next guy is Throttle Grotto. Sorry, messed it up. Throttle Grotto. And I've gotten talking to him on Facebook. I'm good friends with him. And really nice guy. He's an American guy, and he's building a Mark 1 Golf or Mark 1 Rabbit, I suppose. And yeah, he's just showing how he's building it. I think he put Mark 5 or Mark 6 Golf seats into the car. Showed a video of how to do that, and the rear seats, which is really cool. And yeah, he built the whole car, and well, he's still building it because I keep annoying him that he hasn't finished the project. But he's built other cars as well. He's done a Boxster or Box Turd, I think he called it, and he's doing a few other builds as well along the way. And very interesting guy. Really like his channel as well. So next on the list is Driver 61. So I love Formula 1, and Formula 1 really is on the cutting edge of probably what's coming down the line of what cars are going to be like. And I love his channel because he goes into the really good detail, and he just explains what's in a Formula 1 helmet. Can a Formula 1 helmet survive a fire? How do Formula 1 tires work, or how do the different parts of the car work? And he just explains it in really interesting detail, and nothing showy offy about his channel. He just knows his stuff and explains it, and very interesting to watch. And yeah, you definitely learn stuff watching his channel. So next on the list is Caseyput, and Caseyput, really good channel to watch if you're interested in basically how to build a car from scratch of your favorite exotic car. So he's currently building his own car at the moment. That's what a lot of videos are. He also does a lot of reviews, talks about different stuff. I think there's nearly a video coming out every day or every second day. I'm not sure how frequent they come out. But how I found him originally was he has a Batmobile. And not just any old Batmobile. He has a 1989 Batmobile. Like the one with the big fins coming out of it. And he drives it, and it's rotary powered or with from a military helicopter. Amazing, he actually has a real Batmobile. And if I used to build a Batmobile, that'd be the one I would build. Just amazing. I love his channel, love listening to him. Very interesting guy. So of course you have to be a shrewd negotiator, and how do you become a shrewd negotiator? Watch Vinwiki. Loads and loads of very interesting stories, all to do with car related. Of course, that's how I found Caseyput on Vinwiki. He was talking about owning a Batmobile and driving it, and the stories you acquire, I suppose, by owning a Batmobile. So that's really interesting, and there's loads and loads of stories about, I don't know, everything from Porsches to Lamborghinis, Ferraris, everything. There's even stories on the Dukes of Hazzard, so very interesting. Check their channel out. So next on the list is Rodbox Metalworks, and it's a Mark 1 caddy that they're building. It's husband and wife, boyfriend girlfriend, don't know what their relationship is, but they're building a caddy, Mark 1 caddy, from basically from scratch. All the panels seem to be there, and they cut them out and just remake them, but even better. And just watching the videos and seeing how does watching someone's skill of taking a panel from flat metal, bending it, modifying it, and welding it onto their car, and everything they do is just amazing. In terms of home garage skills, just really good. If you get a chance, do check them out. So thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe. Support me in PayPal in the link below. As always, thanks for watching. See you next time.